chef and owner of The Shop. We're going to be talking about the 505 food fights, but first we got to talk about this dish. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it.
It's Chilaquiles, Chad.
She got it. It's
Come on.
Chilaquiles.
What is this?
So this is actually, it's like an old school Mexican dish.
Okay.
And I always say the best food originates from like humble origins.
You bet.
So this is a dish that was created to use like leftover stale tortillas and kind of reconstitute them back into a meal.
Okay.
So what they would do is take like chicken from the day before, tortillas that were made a couple days before, and they get really hard and stale. And so you just kind of cook them all together, kind of like a tortilla casserole.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
so you make them edible again by using old ingredients, and it doesn't cost much. Even here, this is a super cheap meal to make. They usually use chicken or whatever meat was left over. This is pulled pork that we use for our Cubano sandwich and a couple of other things on the menu.
Okay.
And these are just tortilla chips. That's the other cool thing about this. Is if you want to make it without making all your own stuff, you can get all this stuff at the store.
Okay.
So this, all I have in here is some pork shoulder, getting warm. You can smell like chipotle and citrus.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
it smells very good.
There's just a pinch of oregano.
Okay.
Kosher salt too.
Yeah, kosher salt. I put that in the end because all these things are already like salted.
Yeah.
But you never know.
So why do you put it on at the end?
Just to taste everything, because all these
Okay.
things, like I said, this pork shoulder has been brined and roasted, so it's already seasoned.
Okay.
These, we made these with just old tortillas. We fried them up and added salt to them already. So
Okay.
most of these things are already salted, and I don't want to over salt.
Okay.
So yeah, like if you wanted to make this at home, you could literally just go buy a rotisserie chicken, a bag of chips, and some red chili.
Or take out some old chips and you'll
Or
be
take
good.
out some old chips. So all I have in there right now is that pork and some tortilla chips. You can use old tortillas. That's the cool thing about this. You can just use old tortillas that
Yeah.
are
And then
stale.
just adding red chili.
This is
sauce.
just red chili, yeah.
Okay.
So this red chili is super easy to make too.
Okay. Now I'm not a huge fan of the red chili sauce. Can you use green chili?
Yes, you can use a green chili
Okay.
sauce. A lot of people in Mexico use a tomatillo salsa, so this
Okay.
will be green instead of red.
Right.
Yeah.
This is kind of like a play on the original dish. This is usually also a dinner dish.
Gotcha.
And at our
Okay.
restaurant, we make it for breakfast.
Yeah, I
It's
was
like-
gonna say you see eggs, but that doesn't necessarily mean
If
it's
you can add
breakfast,
eggs to
right?
anything and make it breakfast.
Yeah.
So now, before we lose time on this, we want to talk about the 505 food fights. You're participating in this, is that
Yeah,
right?
so
Okay.
it's tomorrow night. It's going to be me and Christopher Cook, I believe is his
Okay.
name, from Sister Bar.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just like we get mystery ingredients. We get an hour to basically try and outcook each other. And the cool thing about it is it's all for charity.
Yeah, Animal Humane, we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
of course, one of the best charities, you know, in my personal, I love pets, so obviously that's going to be great. Where is it happening tomorrow night?
So it's going to be at Moss inside of Hotel Andalus, I believe. And it starts at 8:30. Tickets are $10. You can go on their website at 505foodfights.com and
Okay.
get tickets, or you can just get tickets at the door. It's $10. You come watch us battle it out, and yeah, like all the money's going to charity, so it's a super cool thing.
great.
Yeah,
That's great. Now, if we
Alright.
want to come dine at the shop, where are you guys located?
we are located at 2933 Monte Vista. Our hours are Tuesday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the summer, 3 p.m. in the fall.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And of course, we'll have links to that a little bit later on at KASA.com. We have the vultures are circling there ready to devour this. Israel, thank you so much. Again, guys, stay with us. More on Tu Casa Style coming up after this.